Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Indeed, indeed. Welcome back, welcome back. Hello. This isn't a special episode, but the next two episodes will be special. So I'm going to tell you what's happening now, and then I'll mention it again in the next two episodes. But basically, it's when is it? When am I right now? Where am I? When am I? It's Tuesday night. It's 1 in the morning. Shouldn't you be streaming? Yes. However, over the next this is a rough one. But basically, on Thursday I have an exam in linear algebra, right? No big deal. I'm not worried about that. On an unknown day of either Thursday, Friday, or Monday, I also have my first physics exam and a software engineering exam. I'm in software engineering. I know, right? I forgot as well because there's been nothing to do in the class. But the thing is, in software engineering and physics, the professors haven't told me when the exam is. They just said there's going to be an exam. And so, first of all, I'm filled with dread. It is just fucking awful. And second of all, if they all decide to just have the exam on Thursday, it's fucked, right? And so what's going to end up happening is if I get all of these exams stacked up on me, I'm just going to go, wow, I don't want to do anything for a really long time. I'm going to do nothing now. And I might end up missing Monster Train. So instead of having that happen, I was like, it's fine, basically. I'm just going to sit down. I'm going to call off the stream. I'm going to do a little light studying, which I have done. I studied a little bit for linear algebra. And now I'm going to record 3, 4, or 5 Monster Train episodes real quick, rapid fire, for the rest of the night. And so I'll have them ready to go in case of disaster. So yeah, that's the plan. So I'm going to play, I don't know how many I'm going to play, 3 or 4, maybe 5, we'll see. I don't want to have a rough one and all of a sudden I just have to miss an episode. I wouldn't miss an episode, by the way. I would not miss an episode, but I would feel like I missed an episode because it would be like, yeah, so mentally I'm exhausted. Let's try to play cards, shall we? Did this game get louder since the last time I played it? I swear this game is louder than the last time I played it. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit again. Sorry, endlessly balancing sound. I think I turned things up in my volume mixer. Oh god, system sounds are on. How did that happen? I'm sorry for the system sound. Let me crank the headphones down a little bit. It's a tough intro. You gotta deal. I turned it down a little bit. This feels a little more right. But yeah, that's what's happening with me. If it ends up that I'm recording these episodes extra for no reason, what I'll probably do is I'll try and sneak in some recordings of some different games. Probably Slay the Spire, but I'm not sure. Also, Cranberry and I did do the champion tier list, and I'll probably have that posted later today or tomorrow. Okay, let's get to it, shall we? Without any further ado, I think we shall. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for bearing with me. These episodes should be fine. I'm just going to have less to talk about in the intros because I'm doing them back to back. But let's do it, shall we? I hope that you're doing well today. I'm doing well today. Today would be Wednesday for you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get rolling, shall we? Exile Umbra, default Awoken. It's fine. It's not quite Exile Awoken, but it's close. What is this? This is Explosive Sigil Daedalus, Failure Arcus, and Patient Seraph, Space Prism, Sting, Cannibalize. Cool. I don't have a good feeling for how this run goes until I click on the champion. I'm happy to take Firestone Housing here over Mask. Firestone Housing is going to be really good if we get Aggressive Edible, which we did. I could take Superfood here. I'm not going to. I just want you to know. I could click on Superfood there. I could. I really, truly, I could click on Superfood there. I'm not going to. We're gonna slam Trials. I took the unit casing because I think that having a 3rd upgrade slot on a Primordium buffed unit is going to end up being a benefit to us. And I slammed the Trial because we are just looking for Animus of Will right now. And then, honestly, if we get Animus of Will, you can just close the video. It's over. I mean, please don't. My analytics will be terrible if you watch 5 minutes of this video and leave. it'll be real rough. It will be disastrous even. But, you know, if you want to, I suppose I can't stop you. Unfortunately. I feel like, I truly feel like the sound in this is just overpowering me. I really need to do a sound test or listen to myself. I have a big problem of not wanting to listen to myself basically ever. And that makes it a lot harder to diagnose and level out sound in these videos because I never want to check my sound. I hate hearing myself. I think it's a pretty common thing. I never hear anyone who's like, oh boy, can't wait to listen to myself talk later. But I don't know. I prefer... I've gotten a little better about hearing myself since I started doing these videos and streaming and all of that. I just don't really like how I sound, though a lot of people have told me they really like my voice, which has helped my confidence marginally. Pack Morsels is good, and Umbra Assault is also good. I like Pack Morsels more because I don't know if I'm committing the morsels or not. I like Steel Enhancer. I mean, I'm just gonna look really hard for Animus of Will. Okay, we won the run. Yeah, I mean, it's really over. Multi-strike, quick, and health are what we want. Health? Sure. There are a few cards that I would like to see on this run to make it a little smoother. Could have gone Large Stone, maybe. Maybe I should have held out for Large Stone there. I was probably a little too gung-ho to take health there. It's just nice to be safe. Could I take Awoken Hollow? I mean, I could. It's not good, but I could. I'm just gonna skip. I'm pretty sure we just have the run one now. I think this is a two-piece combo that will take us through. I'm gonna take a quick sip of water here, if you don't mind. Just don't forget to stay hydrated yourself out there. I ate a little snack before starting this recording. It was very salty, so I figured I would get some water before firing it up here, because I would. I've done a few of these recordings recently without water, and it is very very draining to talk that long without hydrating. It's an important part of staying healthy. Although I do think everyone likes to say, well, don't forget to drink water, right? It's a very big thing in content creation. I feel like I've heard a million different people say stay hydrated, and I'm here to tell you, you don't have to stay hydrated, all right? If you just want to drink a soda, do it, dude. Live your life. Don't let the weird people on the internet like me tell you what to do. That's my TED talk for today. You wanna just guzzle a bunch of soda and live your life? Hell yeah, dude. Go in. Pop off. It's always bugged me just a little bit, because it's like, I don't know. Is it fake positivity? It's hard to say, because I also say drink water a lot, but it's mostly a reminder from me to you while I'm drinking water that you should also partake. Do drink some water sometimes like this. I'm not anti-water. I don't know where we're going with this. We won the combat, so now I can just pivot off of this weird line of dialogue and we can click on some cards instead. Yes, let me pretend like I'm thinking about these cards so that I can pivot the conversation away from that one. I mean, I guess I do take Space Prism. Why not? Razor Sharp is okay. I don't love it. Yeah, we already have so much attack coming out of Primordium that I don't really think I want to take Razor Sharp, although buffing Primordium with one Razor Sharp is game winning. Yeah, I guess I'll do it. It's fine. I was gonna argue to take Glimmer there, but it doesn't really matter a ton. What was I saying? You see, now I've lost the plot there a little bit. I'm gonna go Herschel's Horde here. Light Skift is insane. That's so good. Holy shit, that's good. Going to skip this. Light Skiff just takes away the survivability question from this run for a very long time, which is really nice. This can be not sap with the other one. I'm just gonna skip it. I don't really want Wildwood sap on this run, although maybe I should take it. I feel like we're in a pretty good position to just roll through to the end of this run. Explosive, Sigil, and Daedalus. We will take a little bit of chip damage here. I think if I'm offered a large stone, I still take it. The ideal outcome here, you know what would be optimal here? The optimal outcome is to see one of the two clan books here. Quick or Trample book would both be excellent. Either one of those books is just absolutely winning, no doubt. I've been playing a lot of chess lately, and I've been watching a lot of chess videos, and I've noticed myself saying winning a lot more. Because that's what they say in these chess videos that I've been watching. I like it. I honestly, usually when I acknowledge that I'm saying a new bit of dialogue, a new bit of lingo, I tell you that I don't like it, but I actually do. I do like saying things are winning. Although when you think about it too much, I'm like, well, am I just Charlie Sheen from that one interview? You know the one. Or maybe you don't. Has it been long enough that people have forgotten about that interview Charlie Sheen gave? I feel like I talk about Charlie Sheen more often than I should. Do I have a problem? If I talk about Charlie Sheen too much, I might. It's a little frightening. Sorry, this episode, I don't have a whole lot of, like, there is nothing really. It would be insulting for me to pretend to you right now like there were some sort of interesting, meaningful decision-making going on in this run. This run is over. Like, this run truly is over, and I'm just going through the motions right now. We hit on floor 1, and I don't mind it. You know, it gives me a little time to flex my banter brain. I don't really get to do this all that often, where I just go off on meaningless tangents. If you watch the old Retropolis videos, I used to do this a lot more often, but these games are a little more thought intense. Obviously, this doesn't kill Seraph as it sits, but, you know, it doesn't need to. We kill Daedalus, which is fine. No book. Unfortunate. These are all pretty bad. Adaptive Mutation is the least bad, but it's still not worth it. I think this is a skip. Yeah, this is a skip. I was like thinking about Adaptive Mutation just a moment longer. It's not worth. Maybe I should have taken Husk Hermit on this run. I don't know. I don't really need anything. I'll just take draw so we can try and get through to meaningful cards again. But first I need to pick up some meaningful cards. There's a few cards that are high on my list of takes here. Cycle of Life would be good. We missed Prismal Dust, which is a shame, but we'll see what we see. We could pivot into Damage Shield Rage card, and that would be pretty strong as well. Go in Steel Shop here. Looking for multi-strike and quick. Do I take Large Stone and say no multi-strike on this one? I feel like taking plus 25 was a mistake. 68 HP is a nice baseline. I'm not sure. I feel like I want to leave this shop with Animus of Will filled out, and then if we see an event upgrade, we can overflow her with more health or like a size down or something like that. So I think it's fine to just take Large Stone. I would prefer multi-strike to quick here, but I'll take either one. Yeah. Now, I'm just going to look for... Quick is less useful because of Flight's Gift is why I say that, and also we can find the Quick Tome, which will do the same effect. I'm happy with this position. And we'll go Aggressive Edible. So Stalwart Snack, I did give a moment of thought to Stalwart Snack. Let me give you my quick rundown here, right? There's two cards that matter on Stalwart Snack. Steel Enhancer and Razor Sharp Edge. I need to play Razor Sharp Edge within 2 turns of playing Stalwart Snack in order to reach the same amount of attack that I would get, or to be plus attack, right? Or is it 3 turns? Within 3 turns? So if you play him on turn 1 and he gets 1 eat. Turn 2 he gets 2 eats, you're at plus 20. From there, if you play Razor Sharp Edge, you're up 20. So it's like you wanna get it with him having 2 buffet stacks left, roughly. But it is also reasonable, but you're losing out on HP for that as well, and on low rolls you're really far behind. I just generally think that it's not worth. If I have more buffing cards in my deck, I would probably take that though. Spikes isn't worth it here, I think. Although 20, 40, 60, this is 78 times 4 is 280. It's like 300 damage. She only needs to live 2 rounds against Thoughtbinder. She's gonna hit like 4 times per round. She's gonna do like 16 times 4. I think she kills herself if I take this trial. She comes really close to killing herself, if not outright killing herself. She wouldn't quite kill herself, but it would be close. Definitely, by the way, with the large stone, we take space from Arcus, so we can always play top 4. Same thought process as last time we had this position, which was, I think, yesterday, where taking space is better because we don't have anything we care about drawing into. That's the theory anyway. I'm playing the Strange Steward in the back so I have something there to cannibalize in case I draw it. That's fine. So on this turn she would have hit herself 3 times, that would be 12. I'm just kind of keeping track here. On this turn it would be... We'll see. I'll just let it play out. I think it's 3 again. That's 24. And this is again. She's at a higher attack point than I thought, to be honest with you here. I Train Steward in the back. 1, 2, 3, that's 36. I guess it would have been fine to take the trial. Huh. That's interesting, isn't it? I thought for sure that trial would have been bad, but it's also a situation where if you lose space top 4, that trial can be really problematic. If we lose space top 4 in the next 2 combats, it will be pretty awkward, but as it sits, the extra morsels that we're throwing down through Cannibalize are doing pretty good work for us. Yeah, I could have taken the trial. Pretty close to one-shotting the boss. I overestimated how much health he had too. Thought he had like 600. Much lower. I don't want Gem Trove. Engine upgrade is fine. I don't hate Preserved Thorns. It's something to play. And Graft is also fine. I'll do Preserved Thorns here. It's a card to play, and Stings are also good cards to play. So we want to go to events here. I feel like the best thing to be doing is removing cards and going to events. Removals aren't that important, just because like we're fine, right? It doesn't. The cards that are important to draw are Animus and Primordium, and their turn 1 draws because of draw priority. But events are really cool. If we see like the size down to 1, it's really strong. Trapshoot Pulleyclaw. Trapshoot Pulleyclaw. You know what? I will take Trapshoot here. Against Patient Seraph, I sure will. Patient Seraph? Sometimes you get the wrong symbol coming out. Symbol? Syllable? This is gonna be a rough recording session, isn't it? I'm gonna hold my money. I don't really want to spend it here on card removals. As I said earlier, I don't think card removals are that big of a deal. It is 18 minutes into the episode, and I haven't mentioned or questioned if I'm muted or not. Not taking Spell Shield here because of the fact that I need to clear out frontliners, and the only way that I do that is with Flank. It's gonna be a big number of damage, huh? I'm not muted, by the way. I checked. Don't worry. I don't know. I have 2 big. There's a world where I get the Collector. Wow, this is the only world where I don't get the Collector here, actually. That's hilarious. Huh, okay. I mean, sure, I guess. That's my bad. How ridiculous is that? I'm not in disbelief. I would be lying if I said I was in disbelief. That's par for the course, let's be honest with ourselves here. It doesn't really matter. Like, money's not a big issue on this run. I'm mostly just trying to min-max killing Sycophants so that I don't take a bunch. Or all of my Space Prisms are at the bottom of the deck in this combat, which is surprising. Not that big of a deal, I've just missed some morsels. It's been a little awkward to play Engine Upgrade too. Are we there? We're there. Okay, we're good. Combat over, we took 0. Great work, everyone. Pack it in. We can go home now. It's quitting time. It's weird, right? I've won this combat, I can stop playing cards, but have I won this combat? Yes, absolutely. But have I won this combat? The answer to this question is yes, no matter how many different inflections I put on my voice when I ask the question, have I won this combat? To be clear, presently this run does not kill Seraph. Not quite. Will it? Yeah, it probably will. It's gonna expedite some of these combats because there's really no reason to keep playing cards when the combat is mathematically impossible to lose. Shroud Spike is a way to beat Seraph. Shroud Spiking damage shield right before Relentless wins. Invigorating Solution is fine. Duplicating Shroud Spike at this duplication station is good as well. I was thinking I might go... I was probably going right here for the artifact, actually. Commemorative Spike. Fuck you, Commemorative Spike. I'll take Petrified Crucible even though it's worthless. I should have taken money, I suppose. Leaving in Train Steward is actually better. Because of Cannibalize. I'm gonna duplicate Shroud Spike. So seeing Magic Shops is now our priority 1. And if we don't lose space on the top 4 here, I will say to you with certainty we got pretty lucky to not lose space top 4 in 3 straight combats. We got pretty lucky here, dude. I'm just gonna level with you. I don't mind paying 1 for Space Prism here. I definitely want to play the Razor Sharp Edge. So I don't mind losing that 1 energy there, because it's effectively the same. Yeah, we got pretty lucky on this run. How about it? You like to see it. Unfortunate that I did not draw Steel Enhancer in time. However, it is okay. Can I... Nice. Great work, Blink. Can I get another one? Good try, Blink. Good try. You know, 1 for 2, we'll take it. Right now there's no reason to Shroud Spike anything. If I can draw Shroud Spikes on this turn, this is the good turn for them. Alas, not. I don't want to give too much up there. I'm gonna hold off. Yeah, I'm gonna hold onto Pack Morsels. Try and get something meaningful off the Shroud Spike. We don't necessarily win this combat, by the way. I do need to make sure that I'm playing this combat out properly, because I don't kill I don't kill Arcus right now. I definitely don't. It's like 400 damage per round, we get 3 rounds. It's pretty close. If I trap shoot him, like there's ways to sneak out of this for sure. But as it sits, I do not win. Tragic. Potentially good though. We have our tricks to get out of this though. There's the whole reason we're here. We have tricks to get out. A shame to miss Steel Enhancer and Razor Sharp Edge here. A real shame. I guess getting 200 damage on this turn is going to help us as well. Okay. Like, I hope that this becomes good enough. I'm looking for... I need a defensive morsel. More attack and lifesteal, I guess. What is this? It's lifesteal times 8. Which 2 gets used here, 1 gets used here. So it's like lifesteal Shroud Spike buys us 2 rounds. Let me run through this. I need to do the calculations. This round is not as free and won as I thought it was. We didn't just kind of stumble into the victory, so we gotta do the math. So I play this and I spike it for 8, right? That's the first thing. What do we gain in stats? We gain 16 attack, and we also would gain another 8, so we're plus 32. We're going to be at 160 times 4. 160 times 4 is 400 and 640 per round. Right now, we get exactly 2 rounds to Arcus. It's hits does 660, hits does 660, hits. Yeah, okay, this wins. If I'm doing all of my math correct, this wins. I'm not? Why am I off just a little bit? I'm off by 8. I overstepped by 8. but even still, 162. I am. We also one thing there's two things that I forgot to mention. One of them is that we get a free round because of dazed, but the other one is, of course, yeah, okay, he gets 2 rounds in. It's fine. Okay. The rough math, the way that it worked out in my mind, when I was doing all of that very wrong, and I realized it halfway through, but I figured we do the calculations and then we can add like 1 or 2 extra rounds to it. And with the lifesteal, I guess the lifesteal wouldn't have added a round though, but the dazed would. It's fine. It's fine. We got there. Don't worry about it. Taking Channel Song is really bold. I'm not going to do it. I'll take Kindle. Taking Channel Song is bold to the point of dumb, but what you can do is you can just Channel Song Primordium, and that is massive if it works. If it's wrong, you lose though. Like if you're bad and you miss, it's really bad. But it would look cool as hell, wouldn't it? Pull out restores because they're dead. I want permafrost. Sick. You like to see it. I also want to throw -1 at Cannibalize for the spike. Put +20 and consume on Blink. Roll the shot. Holdover on Steel Enhancer is decent. It's worth a lot of health over the course of the combat. And we have the draw to support it. I'm down. And I'm gonna cost down Razor Sharp here. That's fine. All of our important cards cost 0, which makes it easier to land bigger spikes. Is this run so strong in damage? This is the question you want to pose now. Is the run so strong in damage that I take the extra 21 health by taking Superfood? Definitely not. Absolutely not. Easy question to answer there. Armor 20. It's not worth it, I don't think. $48 times 4, it's gonna be 80. When the enemies get there, she'll be doing 88 times 4, which is probably good enough. I feel like I've been playing super safe on this run when I don't need to, but I also don't need this money. It's not that I've been playing safe. I took my risk at the start of the run and I got paid out with Animus of Will. And I don't need to play unsafe again. I'm ahead by a lot. But like I don't need to be spending on anything right now. I'm gonna drop a trap shoot here. Trap shoot draw early was one of the lines that I was thinking about as a good way to not take damage here. Very, very strong way. Because now the double heavy wave has been knocked out of commission. There's one more double heavy wave, I suppose, but that comes later. It's right to Razor Sharp to try and snipe this Wilt Wings. Probably not. This would be a good turn though. If I had a little more morsel generation here, this turn would be insane. Alas. Huh. Alright. I need morsel generation that isn't reliant on killing enemies to make these Shroud Spikes just a little bit better. That's all I need now. Blink? Yeah, good try, buddy. I have stings to deal with these awkward 5x2 boys. Not really all that awkward. But yeah, this run would be a little better if we had Shade Splitter, but what Umbra run wouldn't be? I engine upgraded the wrong floor. My mistake. I can't make morsels with sacrifice right now. I have all this morsel, like kill morsel, become stronger card, and I have no way to use it. I would like a damage shield morsel here. Perfect. Damage shield morsel is a guarantee. Damage shield morsel is perpetually the best morsel for us to find on this run again for the rest of the run. This is like, again, probably fine, but my man does do 52 damage per round, so With the days, I think it would have been okay, but now it's for sure okay. I need to figure out how I'm making Cannibalize not so bad. I removed too many Train Stewards. It's interesting that that was a mistake. Because it usually shouldn't be. I'm not going to take any of these. Void Binding is too little too late. We didn't see any of the tomes on this run either. I was hoping for Umbra Stone or Quick Tome, but not today. Go left. I might just duplicate. Actually, remove Consume would be the highest value pickup here. Hold over. I don't really want to hold over anything. See what we're missing at the trinket shop. Chain of Gems would be nice. Yeah, Chain of Gems would be really nice. Oh well. I'm going to remove the last 2 restores from this run. I think I peeped the magic shop real quick. If we roll into remove consume, I feel a lot better here. Permafrost. Too bad. Permafrost is good though. Because now what I do is I permafrost packed morsels. And then I duplicate packed morsels here. This line is probably not necessary, but what it does is it lets us always land a strong spike. Normally I would just duplicate a spike there, but I can't make more spikes. It's very awkward. Yeah, Trap Shoot, exact reason we took it on full display right here. I just get to save 6 damage on Seraph by having Trap Shoot in my deck. Perfect use case for Trap Shoot right there. God damn. I do take 15. I don't think this run is won. I think that there is RNG to whether or not we win this run right now. It is in our favor though. Give him +1 to do 58 more damage is fine. Hold off on Space Prisming. And let's see 2 morsels. That's optimal. Is it worth? Yeah, this is definitely worth. I'm fairly certain we can't lose if we Rubble Morsel, Shroud Spike to 4, and then to 8 on... I'm fairly certain, because of the nature of this combat, with Light's Gift, which is basically hard carrying our run right now, we can't lose because Seraph has to go through 8 rounds of damage shield. If Animus of Will cannot take damage right now. This is not an exaggeration. It is impossible for our Animus of Will to lose any damage shield because of Light's Gift. So all she has to do is be able to kill Seraph in 8 to 9 rounds, which she's going to do. So we won. Great run. I did all this pack morsels bullshit for nothing, but, you know. The other good thing to note about Patient Seraph here, very, very clear, obvious thing, but not necessarily so obvious if you're not paying attention, right? He takes a lot of damage if you have a fast ramp up like this. Something that I didn't even think of it, but he's down 1,000 HP because we ramped up, and he has to come up to our floor where we have Animus of Will doing 400 damage, but his first 2 waves have already died. Fairly certain we're in end turn and win territory. Nice, I actually got a morsel. It's a worthless morsel, I can't do anything with it, but still. I think the thing that I'm happy about on this run is that I realized that this wasn't a 1 run. Oh yeah, he does steal some of our damage shield. I forgot that he attacks, I'll be honest. I did manage to forget the part where Patient Seraph does hit you. Shouldn't matter. Our Animus does 800 damage per round, he has 3,200 health. I've been incanting him more than I should though, I'll admit. So, will he die in 7 rounds? Sorry, 7 plus then another 3. Plus the 1 days, so 10. Does he die in 11 rounds? That's the question here. Yeah, like this is... partially I'm doing this as a joke, but it is worth it. We do like 22,000 damage to it. That's not right. 4,400 damage, something like that. He dies. do we do here? This is 800. I don't know why I did this as 400. This is 800 if we have 10 rounds. Yeah, it's like 8,000. We kill about 2 Seraphs here. A little less because of these idiots in front, but, you know. Yeah, this run was really strong. I think that what there is to be said about this run is that it's very important that you realize the shortcomings of it, right? We high rolled. I don't want you to think that I am not feeling like we high rolled this combat. We high rolled this combat. Drawing both Shroud Spikes plus the Plink giving me exactly energy morsel, damage shield morsel is perfect, right? It's absolutely perfect. There's no way. But we also planned to mitigate it by saying, okay, if we get damage shield, we win the combat. So what we do is we freeze 2 pack morsels, right? That gives us 6 chances to see damage shield, assuming we don't see one off of Plink. And, you know, it's a run where if you don't roll into damage shield morsel there, you could lose. I think that if you want to mitigate the risk, you take Grovel, I think I saw earlier but skipped, or Gem Trove it was, maybe. But, yeah. Great example of a run that looks really, really strong, but is a slight mistake away from dying. For sure. Like, for sure. Being overconfident on this run can kill you. And I'm glad that I recognized that I was being overconfident and pivoted to safety. Alright, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one, and have a good one.